All right, hey everybody, Peter Hoopus here with peterhoopus.com. And today we are going to talk about the pickleball drama that's happening right now with delamination in the paddles. So this is something that's come up a little bit over time, but when Ben Johns tweeted about it, it really put this thing on the map and everyone's talking about it. So I just wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about what exactly is delamination in pickleball paddles. I want to talk about what's going on with the Ben Johns tweet, and then we'll just kind of take it from there and see what happens in this progress. I've got some thoughts on where things will go with delamination, what's going to happen in the pickleball world, but that's all to be determined. So let's get into it. So what exactly is delamination in a pickleball paddle? So what we're taking a look at here is specifically in thermoformed paddles. So these paddles are just essentially a one-piece construction, unibody construction. But on the inside is the core, right? So the core still needs to go in this paddle, and how they attach that core is through glue, right? So they just literally glue this core in. It attaches into the unibody construction of the paddle here. So the face is connected by glue to this paddle. So what happens over time, or maybe with poor construction, I'm not saying any of these companies that have had delamination are doing this intentionally or anything, maybe just inexperience, right? They don't know how much glue to put in. They're not putting in the right kind of glue. Maybe they need better glue. I don't know what it is. But what happens is the glue that's gluing this core to the paddle face starts to wear away. And there becomes this tiny, small piece of separation between the core and the paddle face. So what happens with that is that it actually creates a little bit of a spring type feel on the face of the paddle, which in turn creates more pop with the ball coming off of the face of the paddle, right? So essentially getting more power, pop, impact. You know, there's that springy feel that comes off the face. So when the ball reacts to it, it literally springs out. So this, as you might think, right, is creating or creates somewhat of an unfair advantage with this paddle. Now, is this intentional or not, right? I think, of course, this is not intentional play by these pickleball paddle companies. However, Ben Johns' tweet that came out just recently seems to suggest otherwise, right? I don't want to put words in his mouth. You can see the tweet that Ben specifically called out companies by name, saying that they're doing this intentionally to create this unfair advantage for the players that are using their paddles. Pretty bold statement, and it certainly caused a lot of controversy and stirred up a lot of interest. So you had specific companies responding back to him. You've got other players getting involved, other people, other fans, other followers of pickleball on social media are getting involved with this. So you started to see a little bit of backtracking with Ben, trying to cover a little bit of his footsteps there, but still, it was put out there. Some people say there's damage done to companies. I'm not going to mention any companies specifically here, but I truly don't feel that these companies are doing this intentionally. With this sport growing as fast as it is, the demand for paddles coming out, the increases in technology, these companies are trying to innovate and keep up with this amazing growth that's happened in pickleball. So are they trying to figure out how much glue needs to be put in to these thermoform paddles? I mean, perhaps, right? Is it the right kind of glue? Do they need better glue? These are all steps that these companies are learning as they go. So any issues that have come up with these paddles, with the companies that have had paddles that have delaminated, they've addressed immediately. They're trying to take steps to rectify and fix what has happened with the paddles. I mean, I think having you know, a bad reputation with this type of growth with pickleball would be the last thing that these companies want. So I again, as I've stated before, I think they're trying to make improvements. These are unintentional results of you know, growing as these products develop and these companies grow. So what will happen with this? I mean, I think the companies are going to learn from it. They're going to fix it, but we're trying to keep focused on what it is that we all like about pickleball so much, and it's this fun, competitive community. It's supportive, and I think we need to keep that focus to make sure that we're all staying together as a community. We want the game to grow. We want to improve. We want to have better technology in the paddles, and we all want to have better results, but we want to keep this fun and competitive and fair. So ultimately, they'll get everything resolved. I think delamination will be fixed, and it's not going to be a big issue. And hopefully, this is it for the delamination paddle gate. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put up a lot of content. Check out our blog where we have a heavy focus on pickleball and everything happening there. So thanks for watching.